Let's learn how to draw a Disney character at the Animation Experience at Conservation Station. Hi everyone, it's Herb from World of Walt, and welcome to Disney's Animal Kingdom. It's a little bit of an overcast Saturday morning. Big crowds here for Christmas time. I got a fast pass to learn how to draw a Disney character, so let's take a little stroll through Animal Kingdom, make our way to the train, and check it out. Thanks for being here. It's lower 70s today, humidity's down a bit by Florida standards. Good end of December weather. Big crowds though for Christmas time coming into Disney's Animal Kingdom and all around the Walt Disney World Resort. It's just a busy time of year to be here. But it's also a fun time to be here. A lot of experiences to be had. Nick, good morning to you in Minnesota. Hope you're doing well. Lisa said she drew Scar last month and it was fun. It really is a lot of fun to learn how to draw a Disney character, even if you don't feel like you have artistic capabilities, which I definitely do not. They take you through step by step, make it very easy, and it's a lot of fun. You might think it could be sort of frustrating, but no, it's a good time. Callie, good morning to you in Pennsylvania. 23 degrees. Sounds chilly. Most folks here in shorts, except for Floridians. We have long pants and sweaters. Well, Mark from Jacksonville, just up the road. How's it going? Allison, hello to you. Chris said, a pleasure to see me when eating Saturday breakfast. Chris, thank you for being here. Thanks for joining live. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for being here. Jennifer's a top fan. It's a designation that Facebook makes for people who contribute a lot to the World of Walt community, so thank you for doing that. Debbie, good morning to you in Pine Creek, Texas. People from all over the U.S. joining today. Thank you for that. Marcy is looking forward to seeing it. Maybe we'll give it a try. Linda from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Hello to you. And Sandra from San Antonio. People from all over. Thanks for being here. All right, here we go. Tree of Life straight ahead. Kathy, good morning to you. Justin, hello. David from Elgin Air Force Base. David, thank you for being here. Thank you for your service to our country. Got some puppets out today. These are a great addition to Disney's Animal Kingdom. These are the ones that kind of look like birds. They've got polar bears, they've got wolves. It's very cool. All right, Ron says Saturday has started. That's fun. Mike says, what type of shoes do I wear? I wear your basic tennis shoes. Oh, the bear is out. Bear is doing a photo bomb. Actually, I like to wear Nike Pegasus. That's kind of my shoe of choice because I have a high arch. And that's what I understand does well. Jess, good morning to you. Gary's currently planning next trip. Hope you have a good time. I think planning is half the fun. Paula, Merry Christmas to you in Wisconsin. Just got back from Disneyland. Hope you had a good trip there. Candy in Lancaster, Ohio. Thank you for being here. Hi, David. Tony said, drew Mickey at New Orleans Riverside last month and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it is. It is surprisingly fun to learn how to draw a Disney character. I don't know that I could sort of replicate it on my own if I were not following a video afterwards, but when you're in the experience, it's a lot of fun. We're kind of looking forward to seeing what character we might be doing today. I think it's typically animals from different Disney films, although I guess most Disney characters are animals, but yeah, we'll see. Leanne, got 22 days to go. Henry, Merry Christmas to you. Vicky says, is it crowded? It does feel kind of crowded today, especially at the entrance. There were a lot of folks coming in, and this time, last half of December, some of the busiest days of the year, especially when we get to the time between Christmas and New Year's. Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, Sometimes they're so crowded that the park has closings where they can't let more people in. But, bring your patience, get ready to wait, just have fun. It's fun to be here. Parks look great. There's a lot of excitement in the parks. Karen says, Disney offers so many cool things. Yes, they do. Mary, hello to you. Merry Christmas. Gary says, loves the shirts. Gary, thanks for that. I appreciate it. If you are interested in the t-shirts, which all of you have helped to inspire, go over to worldofwaltstore.com. You can check them out. Actually working on a design for January, which has a bit of an Epcot theme, so I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. Chris says, how many years have I been going to Disney? Well, I started as a kid. I don't even know when my first trip was. I was very, very, very tiny. Maybe not baby tiny, but maybe toddler tiny. Way back in the ancient days of the 1970s. So many, many years. Kind of feel like I've grown up here in some ways. Dawn has joined the video from Wisconsin. Hello, Dawn. Merry Christmas to you. Samantha's got 29 degrees. Yikes, that's chilly. Says feels warmer just watching the video. Thank you for being here and being part of it. Diana from Los Angeles. Hello to you. Welcome to Disney's Animal Kingdom from way across the country. Some fun Christmas decorations up here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I like these wreaths on the light fixture. I think those are pretty cool. Actually, in the area we just passed through near the Tree of Life, at nighttime that area comes alive with the Christmas decorations that are up in white lights. Looks really good. Did an article over at worldofwalt.com this week about it. You might want to go check it out. Michelle, Merry Christmas to you. Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Hope you're having a good day there. Jen got 62 days to go. Valerie, hello to you in frozen Montreal. Thank you for joining me. Glad to bring a little bit of Florida and Disney fun to you. It's actually a beautiful day here. Jen from New Orleans, hello. A lot of folks here at Disney's Animal Kingdom today. It takes a little while to navigate through the crowds. We're on our way to the conservation station back here, where we'll take the train, and then we'll learn how to draw a Disney character together. If mine doesn't turn out too crazy, I'll share it with you. Ted shared the video. Ted, thank you for doing that. I always appreciate the shares especially. They're one of the best ways to get the words out, but also very much enjoy the comments back and forth. And thanks for all the likes and the thumbs up too. It's a good encouragement for me. All right, I can see the sign for Rafiki's Planet Watch. Looks like Kilimanjaro Safaris has got a 55-minute standby wait. Guess that's to be expected. Tim Peterson is in the house. Hi, Tim. Tim is the official and unofficial marketing manager of the Pin of the Month Club, which actually reminds me that it must be time for the shameless plug of the Pin of the Month Club. If you'd like to have a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Ron says, wishes he was at Disney World. Celeste, hello to you. Aaron shared the video. Aaron, thank you very much for doing that. Tony from Jacksonville, Florida. Fred is missing the Contemporary Fun Resort, the one that I have not personally stayed at. Been through and in many times, but haven't stayed there. That is on my list. Andrea, finally at Disney with me. Oh, I hope you're having a good day. Leanne shared. Leanne, thank you for doing that. Amanda said the camera is smooth. Thank you. That's due to the magical gimbal, which I'm very thankful I have. Keeps everything nice and stable. Otherwise, just a good old iPhone. Isabella says, have I seen Star Wars? Yes, I did have an opportunity to see Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker as part of a Disney media event on Thursday. It's really good. You'll like it.
Guests needing assistance will be boarding the train first, and then general boarding will begin. Please do not sit on, climb on, lean on, or try to open those gates in front of you. They will be opened for you by a cast member and only by a cast member when it is safe to do so. Once again, please do not sit on, climb on, lean on, or try to open those gates in front of you. Once again, this train is bound for Rafiki's Planet Watch and Rafiki's Planet Watch only. It is not a shortcut to go throughout the park. It does not go to Asia, Dinoland, Discovery Island, or Pandora. It only goes to Rafiki's and then back here to Harambe.
Kevin, share. Kevin, thank you.
Here at Asante, Platform 1.
Mike said Rise of Skywalker was great. I thought so too. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a good way to wrap up and a difficult movie to make. So I think J.J. Abrams did a really nice job. I think the cast did a good job too. And you've got all the things you would hope and expect for in a Star Wars film. Plenty of ships, plenty of great characters, lots of things blowing up. So I would check it out. Ursula, Merry Christmas. Also, in a little bit of a surprise to me, Disney made an update to Star Tours. A completely new experience, like a brand new ride. Kristen, hello to you. She'll see me in the spring. Hope you have a good visit. Shawnee shared. Shawnee, thank you very much. Andrea says, not a zoo. I remember that old advertising campaign for Disney's Animal Kingdom when they were trying to get the point across that it was not a zoo. That was fun. Stephanie's got 41 more days to go. Sounds like a late January trip. Joe says, can't wait to see what we're drawing today. Me too. It's always a little bit of a surprise. Vera, hello to you in Woodstock, Ontario. Says, loves the videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. Jennifer is a fan of the conservation station. Very educational. It does have a lot of great things to see. Jam, Merry Christmas to you. Joan shared. Joan, thank you for that. So I'm actually planning to do 2 broadcasts today. We've got this one, which is the animation experience. And then this evening, I've got a reservation to see the Candlelight Processional at Epcot. So I think Gina Davis is a celebrity narrator. Very much looking forward to that. You can't check it out live. It's going to be around 6:45. I'll definitely put it on YouTube as well. Herman is coming next week. 30 years of straight visits. Good for you. Mitch says, thank you. Mitch and Barb, thank you. Appreciate what I do. Thank you for that. It's very nice. Deborah says, hope I have a good Christmas. Thank you, Deborah. I hope you have a good Christmas too. Fran, Merry Christmas to you. Lewis said, what train is this? This is the express train to the conservation station at Rafiki's Planet Watch. So it is a train that just kind of goes from the station to the Planet Watch and back. Let's walk up here and get on. Interesting thing about this train is that the seats only face out one direction. So, yeah, you can't really see on the other side. I guess you can a little bit. There are slats. Beth, good morning to you. Courtney says, why is the animation experience at Animal Kingdom now? Actually, I don't know exactly why it's the case. I think maybe it's just an issue of space. Beth says, thanks for the videos. You're welcome. Thank you for being here.
Because that way he's already running the train.
Jennifer said, might miss this one. We'll catch up on YouTube. Thank you for that. Yep, try to post all these videos to YouTube unless there's some crazy technical issue. Brian, Merry Christmas to you. Princess Monique, we are going on a train. Bridget, good morning to you. Beth, Merry Christmas. Looks like we're getting ready.
Friends, and welcome aboard the Wildlife Express. For a safe journey,
Sandra says, what's the longest live stream I've ever done?
Hands, arms, feet,
I think the longest may have been,
sit all the way
I'm just trying to think of timing, probably a little over an hour. Actually, this one will probably be a little bit over an hour. That's kind of normal. Anywhere from half hour to maybe an hour and 15 minutes.
Con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren.
Tim says enjoys riding the train and seeing the animals. Me too. Kim's a fan of the conservation station. Robert is donating plasma. Robert, thank you for doing that, giving the gift of life. Emus, hello to you. Joanne and Steve, Merry Christmas.
Welcome aboard the Wildlife Express with service to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Here,
train's a little rickety.
Discover a wide range of animal adventures, from the affection section, where you can get up close and personal with domesticated animals like goats, sheep,
Jam says, how's the weather? It's actually a beautiful day. A little bit overcast, but very nice.
Nutrition and science centers. Also, be sure to check out the animation experience at Conservation Station.
Some coming posters for the live action
favorite Disney characters
Lion King.
Inspired by
Coming and going posters.
Our animators. The tradition of animals.
Debbie and Agnes, Merry Christmas to you. And Sheila, good morning.
And his long-standing passion.
Welcome to the train to the conservation station at Rafiki's Planet Watch.
Protect our wildlife and preserve our natural world. This sense of motivation shaped his legacy.
Robert says, when's the train going to return to the Magic Kingdom? I think it's still going to be a while. They're doing a lot of construction to get ready for Tron.
Each and every day.
Hey, Chris, good morning. All right, we got the buildings which hold the animals at nighttime.
For some of the exciting wildlife we might encounter along the way, and the highly trained
Hi, Karen. Merry Christmas.
From ostriches and rhinos to the mighty African elephant, the species we care for here at Disney's Animal Kingdom are some of the very same animals that inspired animated classics like The Lion King, The Jungle Book, and more.
Dory, Merry Christmas to you as well. Hi, Susan. Merry Christmas. Thanks, everybody, for the Christmas wishes. I appreciate that. All right, we're getting close. I can smell the fuel on this train. I haven't sat this close to the front. It's interesting. Okay, more of the buildings for the animals here.
Bambi was the first animated feature to bring live animals into the studio. In the 1940s, Walt Disney and his animators modeled characters from the film after the movements and natural behaviors of their real-life counterparts. Even with the latest advances in computer animation, this tradition continues today as animators travel
White Rhino's home.
to observe animals in their own surroundings.
Elephant building.
That includes here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Joe asks, have I ever been to any of the parks on Christmas Day? Yes, but it's been quite a long time. There was a time many years ago I went on a trip, Christmas time trip before I lived here, and it's a busy day for sure.
For safety and the safety of those around you, please sit all the way back against the bench and avoid leaning out toward the railing.
Merry Christmas, Ryan. Thank you very much.
Stop, and please be sure to watch your children as you exit.
Ron, you're right. Christmas is, or excuse me, Disney is a great place to visit, but kind of a sad place to leave. Princess Monique said, did I see Santa Claus? I actually saw him over at Disney Springs. Can you believe it? There was a 240-minute wait to see him. I think they had a paging system. So that would be kind of a bummer to wait in a line for 3 hours. I'm glad that didn't work out like that. I did not say hello to him. Hi, Emmy. Merry Christmas to you. All right, here we are at the conservation station at Rafiki's Planet Watch. We'll take a little stroll back through the walkway and get to the conservation station. Dolores said, looking forward to what character we're going to be drawing. Me too. Should be fun. Hi, Carolyn. Merry Christmas. Karen said the trains are cool. These trains are very cool. This is really a very unique train. Just looks out one side. All right, we'll take the trail back. There's some fun posters here for various Disney nature films. Actually, I should check some of those out on Disney Plus. So many things to see on Disney Plus in so little time. Ron, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you as well. I hope you also have a great Christmas. It's coming up fast. I think I heard that this year the number of days between Thanksgiving and Christmas was at a minimum, so it seemed like Christmas rushed us. Hi, Keith, how are you? Said, I wonder if they'll make You Can Always Trust a Droid pin. That would be a great pin, actually. Fun line from Rise of Skywalker. See a little bit of Rafiki along the way here. It's fun. He's a cool character. Karen, so many things to check out at the different parks, many different rides. You are right. Hi, Mary. Merry Christmas to you as well. Heather, Merry Christmas. Hi, Cindy. Good morning to you. All right, we're taking the stroll from the train station all the way back to the conservation station. Karen says this makes her feel like she's at Disney, and she misses it. Glad to bring a little bit of Disney fun to you. That's what it's about. Hi, Debbie. Good morning to you, and Merry Christmas. So I don't have a clock when I'm doing a broadcast. Good morning. If someone could help me with a time check, I would appreciate it. The Fast Pass is for the 10:45 presentation. Rafiki's pointing this way. Susan said, how are the crowds? They are definitely building. Yeah, definitely building. Okay, Keith says 10:31. Thank you very much, Tim. 10:31. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate the time check. So I think the timing will work out okay. Got about 10 minutes to get there, and I can see the building through the trees, so almost there. And I got a fast pass, so it should work out. I have maybe 10, 15 minutes to hang out and chat before the drawing class begins. Vera, Lois, thank you so much for the time check. Appreciate that. This walkway is very peaceful. It's fun to see. Some of the flowers are out, look very nice. Cynthia, hello to you. And here we are, the grand reveal of the conservation station. Love that mural up on top, very cool. Oh yes, and the animation experience is this way. The affection section over here where you can pet some animals, which is kind of fun actually. The animals are not fed by people who are visiting, so they don't get rushed and attacked, which is good. Okay, showtime 10:45. Debbie says, loves the conservation station. All right, here we are. Fast pass check-in. Very cool.
Hello there.
Hello.
There you go. Get my tall side.
Thanks.
Want to grab some paper?
All right. Picking out a good pencil. And a piece of paper. Kind of hang out in the line for a few minutes. Let's see if I can juggle all the junk that I'm carrying around. Oops, apparently not. Jason said, just got done with a Christmas tree walk at Disney Springs. That is a lot of fun. Actually, I was there earlier this week when I saw the Rise of Skywalker at the AMC Theater, and there were a lot of people there, but it's a lot of fun. They're very, very creative decorations on the Christmas trees, each one themed, so very cool. Marcy said, been there a lot and never seen this section of Animal Kingdom. Yeah, it's one of those things which is kind of easy to overlook, but it's a fun thing to do. So there's a good train ride, a very unique train. There's the station back here where you can sometimes see veterinarians performing procedures on animals. And this animation experience is a lot of fun. Joanne, Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for being here. Just a couple minutes away from the time where we're going to learn to draw an animal. WB says, are my hands full? Yeah, I've got a piece of paper and a pencil. I've got my hat. Cassie says, kids heard my voice and came over to watch. Thank you so much. Okay. Kind of need some more room in the queue here. Some of the murals that they have here are really very cool. Jenny said, do you need a fast pass to do this? You don't have to. There is a standby line, but they let all the fast pass people in first. I believe these days, well, especially on Christmas time, they have a fast pass is a good idea. You could come here and have to wait and not get into the next show, and that would be kind of a bummer. But it's also not one of these things where it's the most popular thing in the park. So, and good morning to you. Merry Christmas. Welcome to the Conservation Station. We're just a couple minutes away from the animation experience where we're going to get to learn how to draw a Disney character. Rosalind and Logan send their love from New Hampshire. Thank you. Appreciate your joining me today. Hope you'll draw along. If you don't want to draw along live right now, go check it out on YouTube. Ken says, thanks for bringing Disney to us. Happy to do it. And they're asking people to move in. I feel like I'm jumping line. Bill says, hasn't been to this section of the park in years. Thanks for streaming. Very happy to do it. This is one of those areas it's easy to miss. Ron says, best to get a fast pass. WB said, gotta pour some coffee. Don't let him do anything till you get back. Fortunately, there's the replay and rewind, so that's good. A lot of people decked out in their Christmas gear. Joe said, drew along last time, had a lot of fun. Thanks for doing that. Me too. Deb wants some coffee too. Joan said, did I do Pumbaa last time? Yes, I did actually. Or no, it was Timon. It was Timon that I did last time because he was hanging on my refrigerator for a while. Diane, Merry Christmas to you. Has to start wrapping. Yeah, that's actually something I still need to wrap up too. Well, finish up. Guess I shouldn't say wrap and wrap in the same sentence.
Come on down this way. All the way down. Follow everybody else. We will teach you. We've done this a few times.
Welcome to the animation experience.
Follow everybody else.
That's okay. Looks like our artist is seated and ready to go. Craig said, don't know what part of the park we're in, and he comes here every year. This is the Conservation Station.
All the way down to the end, please, for me. Yeah, 4. Excellent. Keep going, folks, right this way.
Some of the sections back here where they take care of the animals and study things. Ann said, where is this? We are at the Conservation Station at Disney's Animal Kingdom. All right, try to get my paper all ready. Got a good view of the TV here. That's great. So once we actually get started, I'll be quiet so you and everyone else around can hear. I'll try to do the video and the drawing at the same time. We'll see how it goes. So if you want to get your paper ready, this is sort of the guidelines that are on the piece of paper. Just looks like two ovals, one inside the other, and a couple of horizontal and vertical lines if you want to check that out. This is a nice piece of paper. It's got the logo for the animation experience as well as for Disney's Animal Kingdom. Looks like they're quickly getting everybody seated.
Attention animators, in just 5 minutes,
Ooh, 5 minutes to go.
Explore the magic of Disney animation right here in the animation experience at Conservation Station. In this exciting experience,
David said, guidelines look like the Death Star. You know, you're right, actually, they do.
Disney characters inspired by animals living here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Please find a seat.
Stacy says, how much does it cost to get into this? There's no extra charge. It's part of your admission into Disney's Animal Kingdom. All you have to do is come back and check it out. It's helpful to have a fast pass so you can make sure you get into a show. Tim also said it looks like the Death Star. Yeah, I guess I could just stop right now, just go home with the guidelines and say, I drew the Death Star. So I've got a screen a little bit to my right. I've got one a little bit to my left. I just have to see which one is better. Yeah, it looks like still filling in the theater here, just a couple more minutes. Jennifer said, tried to learn how to draw a Donald Duck. Yeah, you know, it's fun to try. It's fun to try. Jeff, Merry Christmas to you. Ellen, a good early morning to you in Washington. It is an early day for you. Stacy said, thanks for the pin. You are welcome. Thanks for being a member of the Pin of the Month Club. Steven said, liked it better at Disney's Hollywood Studios, had a table to draw on. That is true. That was a nice thing about the old animation experience that used to be over in the animation courtyard section of Disney's Hollywood Studios. So long gone now, but that was a fun experience. Lolly said, who are they drawing? I don't know, actually. I'm not sure what we're going to be. Tim said, maybe we're going to draw Baby Yoda. He's all the hype. Yep. I keep hearing about him. Actually, I want to check out the Mandalorian so I can see this Baby Yoda. Rachel, good morning to you. Chilly 20 degrees in Pennsylvania. Yeah, it looks like the first couple rows are filled up. Still a few more people coming in. Leanne, Merry Christmas to you. Chris, hello to you. Says thanks for sharing every Saturday. You are welcome, and Merry Christmas, Chris. Hi, Jackie. Good morning. Kind of a fun thing about this section is they've got some big posters and artwork of different Disney artists. It's a little bit hard to see, but there's one of Walt Disney drawing a deer. Some of the others, probably the 9 Old Men. Various Disney animated films. Justin said, saw that it was Ed from The Lion King. All right, very cool. Marsha, 4 more days to go. Oh man, it's almost here. Merry Christmas to you. Jeffrey said, is anyone else going to try to draw along? I'm interested. So for those of you who are watching, are you also going to be drawing along with me? Or are you going to try to do this too? I'm going to give it a shot. I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Chris in Cincinnati, Merry Christmas. Like I've said many times on broadcast before, I'm a Bearcat myself. Went to the University of Cincinnati way back in the day. Give my greetings to Skyline Chili. Arlene said, did this at Disneyland in True Forky. Oh, that would be a fun one. Shani says, this is a great souvenir. You're right, it is. You don't have to pay for the experience. You get a piece of artwork that you yourself get to create. You get to learn something. It's actually just a lot of fun. Linda said, wishes she were here. Midge said, would need the desk. Are they creating a new space? I don't know. You know, this doesn't look super permanent. Certainly got a podium for the artist. It's mostly just chairs and TVs. So maybe they will see how it works out. But it works pretty well. Okay, Carla is drawing along. Very good. Thank you for doing that.
Welcome, friends, to the
Here we
animation
go.
experience at Conservation Station. Since the 1930s, Disney animators have put their pencils to paper in service of the idea that the greatest inspiration often comes from the magic of nature. Walt Disney himself understood the importance of spending time around animals, studying their behavior and personalities in order to create realistic characters and dynamic storylines. This meeting of the human and animal worlds sparked a legacy of storytelling that has shaped our relationship with animals and conservation forever. Today, we invite you to become a part of that legacy as our own Disney artists help you learn to sketch characters inspired by the very animals found here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Get your pencils ready, because here comes our animation artist now.
Howdy! How are y'all doing today? Good? Yeah? Are y'all ready to draw? Yeah? Perfect. And I want to make sure you have everything that you need to have. Do you have a clipboard, a sheet of paper, and a pencil? Yeah, we all good? Perfect. And fun fact, that pencil has two sides to it, a creation and destruction end. And we're not going to use that destruction end today because this is the animation experience and not the cleanup artist experience. But if you want to be your own cleanup artist, you can absolutely do that at home. But today we're going to be animators and putting lines on the paper, not taking them off. But if you do need anything at all, the pencil happens to break, you need any supplies mentioned before, restroom exit, anything like that, raise up your hand and my friends around the room, yeah, right back there, will be able to help you out. Okay, peanut gallery. Way back when, Walt Disney, he used to bring in live animals to the studio for his artists to draw inspiration from. As much as I would love to bring in a live hyena, there are some constraints around that, so I thought it would be best to do what the teams of the newer animated movies did, like Moana, The New Lion King, and Zootopia as well. They came here to Animal Kingdom, they filmed some of our animals doing their natural behaviors, drew from life, and got inspiration that way. And without further ado, here is our inspiration for today.
Meet Zawadi, a spotted hyena, and let me tell you, he has some reputation.
Of course he does. He's smart, playful, and cute.
Wait a second. I thought we were talking about a hyena.
We are. Zawadi is smart and playful too.
You could be right. Look at him dig. What is he after?
I don't know. Let's find out. It's an egg. It's hard-boiled. The keepers hide those to encourage him to explore. Hey, look. Scooter found an egg too. Scooter is a female that lives with Zawadi.
Back to Zawadi. He has a new tactic. He's a hard worker.
Hyenas are problem solvers. They'll continue working until they get an answer. That persistence sure pays off when it comes to getting rewards.
Well, they are smart. But where do you get playful?
That's a great question. Watch Zawadi. His keepers notice that he'll walk past Scooter with his bone until she starts to chase him.
Hyena tag? And is that the iconic laugh I just heard?
It is. They make that sound when they're excited. Now listen, Zawadi's trying to make another call. It's called a whoop. It's kind of like him saying, hey, here I am.
Wow. Lots of socializing, playing, and wet?
Yeah, it's a surprise to a lot of people. Hyenas like to spend time in the water. After getting soaked, It's time for Zawadi to dry off.
You know, I didn't notice before, but Zawadi is kinda cute, too. Ride the Kilimanjaro Safaris and see and listen for Zawadi Hyena. He's playful, smart, and cute. Who knew?
Well, I did. You can't believe everything you see in the movies.
And now that we've been inspired by a fun, cute, playful, smart hyena, we're going to draw the exact opposite of that. We're going to be drawing Ed the Hyena from The Lion King, and we have already given you the guidelines, this blue donut-looking thing. You're welcome. That'll shave about an hour or so off of our 30-minute class. And getting started, we are going to begin with his eyes. They are going to be in between these two horizontal guidelines right here, and kind of in the shape of an oval or like a chicken egg. There we go. And around and around and around. We're going very light, very loose, sketchy, and messy right now. We'll go back over our lines here in a little bit, darken them up. And sticking with the theme of an egg, right at the bottom there, we're going to draw in another circle, almost like the yolk of the egg. We'll go in on the other side, on the right-hand side, do the exact same thing. Sketching in a very light, messy oval here. There we go. And then right down at the bottom, adding in that circle, the yolk, quote unquote, of our egg. There we go. And then after that, we can go back over our lines, darken them up. Pick the ones that we like. Go back over them. And for the eye, I'm going to go back over it, but leave a little bit of an overhang, and that will be part of the eyelid for Ed. Part of the eyelid for Ed, that little overhang. There we go. It's a little hill right down at the bottom because he has an eye twitch going on. And then another curve up top for the eyelid. Here we go. And we'll do the same thing for the other side. Coming on in. Going over the oval. And then going over the eye too. Leaving that overhang. With a valley right down at the bottom. Since we did a hill on this side, we'll do a valley on the other side for his eye twitch. And another curve right up top for the eyelid. And then this next part is probably one of my favorite parts of drawing Ed, is adding in his pupils, his eyes. And you can put them wherever you want to. They can be looking in opposite directions at you, at your neighbor. It doesn't matter. It is Ed. He is crazy and deranged. I'm going to put one right here and then one looking down at the bottom there. Might have a little lazy eye on one side. And then inside of this smaller blue oval, we're going to draw in another oval. Okay. Again, we are mapping out, kind of sketching out where we want our oval to go. And then darkening up the lines. If we find the one that we like. There we go. And inside of his nose, kind of down at the bottom here, we are going to draw in a couple nostrils. They are in the shape of teardrops, but they are going uphill. Got these droplets of water defying gravity going uphill. We'll do the same thing on the other side here. There we go. You can go ahead and shade them in. Shade them in. And when you're shading, try and stay within the lines as much as possible, because if something comes out, you may think it's funny, but it's not. Yes, thank you, thank you. I take pity laughs and groans. Okay. And then right down at the bottom of his nose here, we're going to draw a small curve in, a little divot, bottom of the nose, make him look more dog-like. Even though hyenas, they are not dogs, and they're also not cats either. They're in their own family called Hyenidae, and it's a really, really old family too, like millions of years old. And there are over 65 different species of hyena in Hyenidae. However, since it is such an old family, some of the species have disappeared over time, to where now we only have 4 still living or extant species of hyena, and that is the striped hyena, the brown hyena, something called the aardwolf, which is really cool. Y'all can look it up when you get home, and the spotted hyena, which is what Ed and Zuwadi were. And then I can talk about hyenas all day, but we have to get back to the drawing. And then coming here in between our 2 ovals, we are going to draw a curve, a little foreshortening of the snout. And then on either side, we are going to draw 3 little dots, little freckles on either side. And then y'all, this next line may be the most difficult that we have to do for the entire drawing. Are you ready? Pay really close attention. Look up here. Do what I do. Can you trace the oval? I believe in you. I believe in you. Even if you can't, that is totally okay. Because with Ed, the asymmetrical, the better. He doesn't have to look the same on both sides. Okay. And then after that, we can start building in the shape of his ears. To do that, we're going to make the launching point, as I call it, for his ears. Over here on the left-hand side, we're going to follow the eye all the way up to our oval guideline, just there. Follow the eye on the other side all the way up to that oval guideline. That will be the launching point for the rest of his ears. And you're probably wondering to yourself, how far out do we make the ears? Well, that is a wonderful question that none of you asked, but I will still answer it. You can measure it out using your pencil. It is half of Ed's face. So you want to go tip to the oval, finger to the midline, move your finger right on up to that launching point that we made, press down, whoop, and make a little mark out in space. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Measure it out with a pencil, tip to oval, finger to midline, move our finger right on up to that launching point, press down, whoop, and make your mark. And feel free to use your own sound effects as well. They have been scientifically proven to help with your drawing because I've read it on the internet. And then we're going to connect our 2 points together over here on the left-hand side with just a quick little curve. Messy, sketchy curve. Connecting them both together. And then we'll come down to this intersection of the horizontal and oval guideline. And curve it out right at the bottom there. Well, over here on the right-hand side, we're going to make an S-curve, getting that asymmetry into the drawing. And an S-curve is exactly what it sounds like. Curve, kind of in the shape of an S. It can be really stretched out, really compressed. Doesn't matter. It's up to you. Go. We'll bring it back down, again to the intersection of the horizontal and oval guidelines. And round it out at the bottom. Almost looks like an oval with some devil horns on it, like a deviled egg or so. But we're going to change this deviled egg into a hyena with big bat-like ears. To do that, over here on the left-hand side, we're going to connect the very tippity top point of the folds of his ears, the horns, right on down to the intersection of this horizontal and oval guideline. right on down here, tip to tip. We'll do same thing on the other side, right on down here. Again, very messy, sketchy. Tip to intersection of horizontal and oval guidelines. Go. And then Ed, he has some chunks taken out of his ears. We don't know if he did that to himself, got in a fight with another hyena. However it is, he has some pieces missing. And to show that, over here on the left-hand side, we are going to make kind of a backwards U, a backwards C. Go. Another one right below it. These can be any shape, any size. Go. A little bit bigger over here. I'm going to make a little smaller one right below it. There we go. And then after that, we can just darken up our lines. There we go. And then I didn't know if y'all know this or not, but hyenas are furry. To show that, we are going to give Ed some evil floof right up here at the top of his ears there. Just some evil pointed floof. Gonna come all the way down and around. Bring it back to that oval. And we'll do same thing on the other side. There we go. Going around our lines and then adding in that evil floof. Right on down and around. And hyenas, they get a bad rap for being only scavengers. When in fact a spotted hyena, they have a kill rate of around 95%, which is pretty good, as compared to lions that only have a 20 to 30% kill success rate. And it's the lions that scavenge off on hyenas and cheetahs and things like that more than the other way around. And the spotted hyena, they are part of the bone-crushing hyenas, which name implies they crush bone. But Ed cannot do anything right now. We need to give him a smile, a mouth. And to do that, we're going to come in between the oval and the eye here. Right in between, make a little mark. And we're going to bring that mark all the way down under the eye over to the snout. Again, kind of like that S-curve line on its side. We'll do same thing on the other side. Make a little mark in between the eye and the oval. Down underneath the eye, over and around to the snout there. Looks like he's got a handlebar mustache going on. And then right along this lower horizontal guideline, we're going to very, very lightly kind of sketch in a really shallow, stretched out U shape. About the same width of the snout, as if it's coming down there. It doesn't have to be the exact same size, you can just kind of eyeball this. And then connect the top to the bottom portion of his mouth, just like so. You can look up here. And you want to add in that little curve just like we have up there. Cool. We'll do the same thing on the other side, to where now he looks like a famous comic book villain that I can't name because we don't own him yet. Yep. And we're going to get very familiar with this bottom curve here of the jaw. We're going to make it a couple more times. The first time is going to be inside of the mouth. We're going to give him a very dark lip. So coming down inside of the mouth here, we are making a very light line that will shade in between here. There we go, giving him that nice dark lip. And they touched on this a little bit in the video, but that the laughing vocalization that we normally associate with hyenas, all hyenas, is actually only made by the spotted hyena. And so the three others that I mentioned before, the striped, the brown, and the aardwolf, each of them, those species, they each have their own different vocalization that they make. So whenever you go home, you can look them up and see what they sound like and what they're saying. It's really, really cool. each species has their own different language that they have. There we go. And then afterwards, we need to add the power back into his smile. We need to give him some teeth. And to make his teeth, we are going to follow the eye down into the mouth, make a couple little curves in there. Same thing on the other side. Follow the eye down, make a couple curves, and then start adding in those teeth. You can make them as big or small as you want to. Just think shark or saw blade, something really, really sharp and jagged. He's a villain, sort of. And so he does not have a lot of nice curves. They're very sharp and angular. Okay. And this will be the last time that we draw this bottom line, bottom curve. It's going to be his lower jaw. And it is going to start right here where we ended our ear over on the left-hand side. We're going to come, follow the oval, dip in, go down, go back up, over to the oval, back all the way around to the other side of his ear here. There we go. And this snout is actually a different color from the rest of his body and face. And whenever he has his mouth closed, that color separation continues down into his chin. And to show that, we are going to follow it all the way down to his chin, make a little curve. Same thing on the other side, follow the outer part of it, go all the way down to his chin there, and make a little goatee or soul patch looking thing. And you know how I said hyenas are furry and floofy before? Well, we get to add some more evil floof into Ed's ears because he doesn't have very good ear hygiene. So have fun with this evil ear floof. There we go. Just whatever comes natural out of your pencil. Because hair is very fluid, it goes all over the place. Every scene is going to be a different shape of hair. So no worries if it doesn't look exactly the same. There we go. And then, I actually lied to y'all. I apologize. This oval was not the hardest part of the drawing. This next part is. Are you ready? Pay really, really close attention, y'all. Oh, good Lord. Oh, that was hard. Here we go. Just trace the top of the head. And then hyenas and lions, they actually do have something in common, quite a few things. But one of them is a big, majestic mane. And the manes on hyenas, they actually don't show the social ranking, or they don't determine it. It is whether, at least in spotted hyenas, whether you're male or female. Because spotted hyenas are in a matriarchal society, meaning that the females are on top. It's run by females. So how it goes is the alpha female is on top, every other female is below her, and then the alpha male, and then every other male below him. And Ed, he is at the bottom rung. So the animators gave him a special mane. Behold the glory, the majesty of Ed's mane. I know, some of you can't. You must turn your eyes away. There you go. But all we have left to do now, y'all, is shade. There we go. We can shade behind his mouth here. And shading is a very non-essential part of the drawing. Y'all can go home and shade it if you need to. If you need this time to catch up. There we go. I'll just show you where to shade for now. You want to shade the nose as well. There we go, shading in that nose. And then ever so lightly, we're barely touching the paper here. You want to shade the little goatee down at the bottom, around his snout. Again, ever so lightly, barely touching the paper here. Shade the eye patches as well. Okay. Shading the eye patches, and then also the little ear flaps. Okay. I'm trying to shade in the same direction as much as possible. It just looks a little bit more nicer and more cleaner that way. Okay. And then after that, y'all, you've just made Ed. How do you feel? You should absolutely feel good. Oh yeah, give yourselves a round of applause. You deserve it. Yeah. Because when you started here, oh, excuse me, you just had a blue donut on your page, and now you have a crazy deranged hyena looking back at you. And I think that's an improvement. And as you're looking down at your beautiful drawing, seeing the crazy that you brought into this world, I want you to look over here to the right-hand side of the theater. All of the people in the windows there, those are pictures of famous Disney animators, and they did exactly what we did today. They were inspired by animals in real life and then drew a Disney character. So we're walking in that tradition that they started oh so long ago, which makes you honorary, unpaid Disney intern artists. And as such, I need you to sign your beautiful drawing. Dated, it's the 21st of Christmas. And I don't want this to be the last time that you draw either. I want you to go home into your backyard, park, forest, anywhere around you. Learn more about the animals there and the wildlife. Get inspired by it, fall in love, and keep on drawing. But not here, because I have a class waiting behind me, when you get home. Because you're artists now, and it is your job to put some beauty back into the world. And here in a little bit, there's going to be a voiceover telling you to leave your clipboard and pencil at your seat. Listen to me. I am more important. Yes. Do leave the clipboard at their seat. Please and thank you. But take your pencils over to Joshua, who looks like he's doing some sort of Jedi yoga, and put your pencils in that bucket that he's balancing on his head. Bop. Yep, just like that. Thank y'all very, very much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Thank you all for joining us in the animation experience at Conservation Station. Please gather your personal belongings before exiting.
All right, that was fun.
Leaving your clipboard.
I'll show you what mine turned out to be when we get outside.
Remember to take
So
your
hang on.
artwork with you. We hope you enjoy the rest of your visit at Rafiki's Planet and the rest of your adventure here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Goodbye.
Linda said, think they're busy drawing and trying to catch up. Yeah, I think so too. There was very little comment activity when we were drawing. I think everybody was drawing along. So I'd love to hear, how did it turn out, everyone? Did you draw along? Were you making your own Ed? My Ed does definitely look deranged. I will admit that. Shelby said it was fun. Hi, Dean from Yorkshire. Shawnee said hers is crazy. Mine is too. I'll show it to you in just a minute when we get out. Ron said, quite an experience. That was a lot of fun. Actually, Ed is kind of a complicated character to draw, I think. Tim says, like how educational and fun it was at the same time. Yeah, that is kind of a neat thing about this experience. You get to learn a little bit about hyenas, get a few fun facts along the way. This is kind of cool. This is the artist desk right here. She's got a sample there. Keith said, good time. Thank you. You're welcome. And let me drop off my pencil. We'll head outside. And then I'll show you my crazy Ed before we wrap it up for today. Mary said, want to try this when you're here? Debbie said, 10-year-old daughter drew along and had fun. Oh, that's great. Cameron said, how often do they change out the character? I think there's a different character each time. There's probably a certain set.
Have a great day, everyone.
Probably a dozen or so would be my wild guess.
Is the next one in?
David says, with my pencil red, now I had a basic graphite black pencil. All right, now that we're outside, let's take a look at Ed. It's kind of cloudy out here, but definitely bright compared to the inside there. Okay, here's the grand reveal of my Ed. Are you ready? There he is. He definitely looks deranged. A little asymmetrical. Okay, a lot asymmetrical. Kathy says, is it always the Lion King? I don't think so. I saw a picture of the alligator from The Princess and the Frog. So I think they have a lot of different characters they can pull from. But I do think they are more modern characters. Tim said I could be the next Bob Ross. I don't know. He looks a little crazy. Kathy says, looks great. Beth says, nice job. Thanks. I gave it a shot. It was fun. Cheryl said, great job. Thank you. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for coming along today. Hope you enjoyed the animation experience here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, the conservation section. Got to walk around the Tree of Life a little bit, take the train back, and have a good time. So everyone, thanks for joining me. I am planning to do a second broadcast today around 6:30, 6:45, the Candlelight Processional from Epcot. I believe that Gina Davis is a celebrity narrator. Very much enjoy seeing that. So stay tuned. If you can't take it live, or can't watch it live on Facebook, that'll be also posted back to Facebook and also to YouTube. Thanks everyone for joining me, and Merry Christmas to all of you. Tim, Merry Christmas. Joe, Merry Christmas. Really appreciate your being here. Thanks for watching along. I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday, and until next time, God bless everyone.